Hi all, good morning. Can you please confirm my voice is audible or not?
Yes,
sir,
it
you are
is
audible.
audible.
Okay, thank you for confirmation. Welcome to Quality Thought for learning cloud data engineer by using GCP. So welcome to Quality Thought for learning cloud data engineering course by using GCP as a cloud platform. So before starting our today's session, first what I will do here is I will give some quick introduction about myself. So my name is Srinivas. I'm having total 19 plus years of IT experience. As part of this 19 years of IT experience, first 5 to 6 years, I worked as ETL developer and ETL dev lead. Here, I worked on Informatica, data stage, Ab initio, and Teradata as a kind of a data warehouse. First 5 to 6 years, I worked as a ETL developer and ETL dev lead. After that, next 6 to 7 years, I worked as data engineer and data engineer lead by using Hadoop stack. So by using Hadoop stack, next 6 to 7 years, I worked as a data engineer and data engineer lead. And from last 6 to 7 years, I can able to say that I am working as cloud data engineer and cloud data engineer lead. Actually, I'm having experience on both GCP and also Azure. I'm working on GCP cloud platform and also I'm working on Azure cloud platform. At the same time, at present, I am working as cloud architect in one of the MNC company. So this is about brief introduction about myself. But if you see here, as part of my 19 years of experience, I played different types of the roles like ETL developer, data engineer, and cloud data engineer. But in all these years of experience, I worked on primarily on data, data, data. What is the reason here is as a ETL developer, we need to work on the data. As a data engineer, we need to work on the data. As a cloud data engineer, obviously we need to work on the data. All these are just different types of the role. But as a ETL developer, as a data engineer, as a cloud data engineer, we need to work on data, data, data only. Indirectly, my complete years of experience I'm having on top of our data only. With that, what is going to happen? That experience definitely going to be helpful for you as part of our upcoming classes. But overall, this is about my brief introduction about myself. Now we can able to start with our demo session. What we'll do here is we'll divide our demo session into two parts. In first part, first to 45 minutes, we'll discuss about technical concepts. As part of our today's demo session, first to 45 minutes, what we'll do here, we'll discuss about all our technical related concepts. After that, coming to second part, which is nothing but next 30 minutes, we'll discuss about non-technical topics. So what's the meaning of non-technical topics? Definitely some people will have this kind of question. Sir, am I eligible for these classes or not? Sir, if I want to become the cloud data engineer, what kind of skill set is required? Or as part of your classes, what all are the topics you are going to cover? What is the duration of the class? Like that, definitely different people are having different kind of the questions, but all those are related to the non-technical questions. For that reason, first we'll try to cover all the technical concepts first to 40 to 45 minutes. After that, next 30 minutes we'll focus on non-technical topics. With that, you can able to get to know about all the things as part of our today's demo session. Now what we'll do here is first we are going to start with our technical concepts. Actually, if you notice here you came for cloud data engineering classes. Now, if you want to understand the cloud data engineering, first what we need to understand here, we need to understand what is data. Then we need to understand what is cloud. With that only you can able to understand as a cloud data engineer what activities we are going to perform in the real time. That is the reason first we'll try to focus on what is the data, then we'll try to understand what is the cloud. By using that, we'll try to understand as a cloud data engineer what activities we are going to perform in our real time projects. Now you try to give the answer. Any guesses what is the meaning of data here? Based on your own understanding, what is data? Please be interactive with that without having any bore feeling. You can able to get to know whatever we are discussing in our today's demo session. What is data as per your understanding?
Any piece of information related to the business.
Very good. Any piece of information. Okay. Any other answers? Very simple. Here we can able to select this. Data is nothing but
collection of raw material.
Very good answer. Collection of raw material in unorganized format. So what we can able to say here, data is nothing but collection of raw material in unorganized format. That is the way we can able to define what is the meaning of our data. Now see, for example, here I'm giving some data like this, content 101, 102, 3 and 5. For example, if I am giving all this content to you, will you able to understand what is the meaning of all this content? What will happen? Some people can able to think that, okay, all these are belongs to employee IDs. Some people can able to think that all these are belongs to customer IDs. Some people can able to think that all these are belongs to the transaction IDs, because here just I'm giving the content to you. By seeing the content, you cannot able to understand whether these numbers are belongs to employee IDs or customer IDs or transaction IDs. Indirectly, I am giving some kind of content, but by using that content, you cannot able to understand what is the meaning of that content. Such kind of content indirectly we can able to call it as unorganized format, or we can able to call it as nothing but non-meaningful format. Whenever you are getting any content in the unorganized format or in the non-meaningful format, such kind of content simply we can able to call it as nothing but data. For example, here I'm giving one more example. I'm giving some name, Ganga. Now, if I am giving this kind of name, what will happen? Some people can able to think that this is employee name. Some people can able to think that it's a kind of a customer name. Some people can able to think that's a kind of a river name, because just here I am giving a content. I am not saying what is the meaning of this name. That is the reason, as a people perspective, some people can able to think it's a employee name, or some people can think it as a customer name. Some people can think it as a river name, because here is a kind of a non-meaningful content, or we can able to call it as a unorganized content. Now see, for example, same data, what I'm doing here is I am giving like this. Now I am giving customer underscore ID. Then I am giving all these numbers. I am giving customer underscore name, and I am giving the name called as, for example, Ganga. Now see, for example, here in this example, I am giving same content, but here what I'm saying, all these numbers are belongs to customer ID. Here I'm saying that Ganga is belongs to customer name. For example, if I am giving all the content like this, automatically what will happen? Easily you can able to understand all these numbers are belongs to the customer ID. This name is belongs to the customer name, and such kind of content indirectly we can able to call it as nothing but meaningful content. Now here we can able to add one more statement. Whenever you are getting all the data in organized format or in meaningful format, such kind of data we can call it as nothing but information. So indirectly here we are trying to understand what is information. First example, here we are getting all the content without having any proper details. For that reason, this content we can able to call it as nothing but our non, or we can able to call it as a unorganized content, or we can able to define it as a data. Whereas in this example, we are getting all the content with the proper meaning. All these numbers are belongs to the customer ID. This name is belongs to customer name. Like that, you are getting the meaningful content, or we are getting the organized content. Such kind of content, what we can able to call? We can able to call it as nothing but information. This is the way simply we can able to understand what is our data and what is our information. But whatever the example we discussed so far, this is our very generic example just for our easy understanding. Now what we'll do here is we'll try to understand one real-time example. We'll try to understand one real-time example. For example, if you see here, we are having Citibank organization. Now the Citibank is belongs to banking domain. Citibank is having, for example, total 1,000 branches across India. Just assume that this Citibank is having total 1,000 branches across India. Now, from the Citibank side, what is their requirement is to reduce cost burden of the organization. They want to close, for example, 100 branches. What is the requirement here? To reduce the cost burden of the organization, they want to close, for example, 100 branches. Now, you tell me, in real time, generally, who will take this kind of decisions? Which branch they want to close? Who will take such kind of decision? Employees or high level management of the organization, they will take the decisions like this. Employees of the company or high level management?
Management.
Obviously, high level management. Here we can able to say that either high level management, or we can able to say that our business people or CFOs or CEOs, these people can able to take all these kind of our decisions. This is the important word. What is going to happen in real time? All these people are going to take this kind of decision to reduce the cost burden. Which branch they want to close, such kind of decision is going to take care by our high level management or business people or CFOs or CEOs. They are going to take that kind of decision as part of our real time system. But thing here is, if they want to take this kind of decision, what would be the prerequisite activity they are going to perform? Blindly, can they able to say close Hyderabad branch, close Mumbai branch, close Vizag branch? Are they going to take such kind of decisions blindly?
No.
No, right? Before taking any kind of decision, what they have to do here?
They search the previous data.
Okay. Any other answers?
Performance of the branches or less. Duration.
Very good answer. Both are indirectly correct. They are going to see what is the previous performance, or as a high level management, they are going to see all the previous data of our each and every branch. Both are perfectly correct statement. But here I can able to add a word called as nothing but they are going to perform the analysis. What they are going to do here, from every branch they are going to get the data. On top of that, they are going to verify what is the performance of each and every branch in last 1 year or in last 3 years. That whole activity, what we can able to call, that we can able to call it as nothing but analysis. Now indirectly, whenever they want to take the decision, first what they are going to do here, compulsory they need to perform the analysis of each and every branch. With that, they can able to take the decision. One more question. Now, if they want to do the analysis, what would be the prerequisite again here? As a high level management, they are going to perform the analysis on every branch. But for the purpose of doing analysis, what would be the prerequisite to the high level management? Any guesses?
They need historical data.
Historical data, but what kind of data? Historical data is perfectly correct answer. But what kind of historical data they need to get? They need to understand
Turnover.
what is the total turnover from every branch for last 3 years or last 5 years. What is the total turnover, or what is total profit in last 5 years, or what is the total loss in last 5 years. This is the kind of the data they need to get, because if they want to do the analysis, compulsory they need to understand what is the turnover, what is the profit, what is the loss from every branch. Based on these parameters only, they can able to perform the analysis. For that reason, here I can able to say that by using, for example, total turnover, they are going to perform all the analysis. With that, they can able to take the decision. But again the question, from where they can able to get the total turnover? As a high level management, by using total turnover, they are going to perform the analysis. But from where they can able to get the total turnover? That's one more question. Don't think that, sir, why you are asking all the questions to us. Just for the interactive manner, I want to cover all the topics. For that reason, just I am asking all these questions. From where they can get the total turnover?
From the database.
Okay, some people are saying databases. Okay, perfectly correct answer. Any other answers? Okay, someone is saying servers. Okay, any other answers?
Some reporting tools, there must be.
Okay, from the reporting tool. Okay, any other answers? Someone is saying files. Okay. Okay, someone is saying warehouse. Okay. Now see here, I can say that database, perfectly correct answer. Servers, perfectly correct answer. Reporting tool is also correct answer. Files also correct answer. Data warehouse is also kind of a correct answer. But if you observe here, if database, server, reporting, files, and data warehouse, if all these are correct answer, my one more question, into the databases, from where we are getting the data? Into the server, from where we are getting the data? Into the reporting, from where we are getting the data? Indirectly, my question here is, what is the origin point to get the total turnover? All these are indirectly, directly correct answer. But my question here is, what is the origin point to get our total turnover?
Transactions.
Very good answer. That is the perfect answer. Here we can able to say that transactions. See what is going to happen in the banking sector. Every day so many transactions are going to happen. All those transactions are going to store either in the database or in the files or in the server. By using those transactions, what is going to happen? We can able to get our total turnover. With the help of the total turnover, as a high level management, they can able to perform the analysis and they can able to take the decision. For example, if you see here, generally if you are going to see the banking domain, within the banking domain, we can able to see different departments like this. We can see savings department, we can see loans department, we can see credit card department, and we can able to see demat department. Like this, we can able to see different departments in the banking sector. Now, what every department will do here? Every department is going to handle different transactions. For example, as a Srinivas, I want to deposit the money. What I will do here, I will go to any one of the branch. I will fill the form. I will give that form to the savings department employee. They are entering all the details. After that, they are going to deposit the money. After that, they are going to give a acknowledgement receipt to you. This whole operation, what we can able to call? It's nothing but a transaction. In the same way, if you want to take the car loan or personal loan, we are reaching the loans department people. We are giving all our details. With that, they are giving the loan. That is the operation or that is the transaction. Loans department is going to take care. Indirectly, every department is going to handle different transaction. Now, after completion of handling this transaction, what these departments will do here in the banking sector? I went to the bank. I want to deposit the money. I fill the form. I given the money to the savings department employee. What they are going to do? They will deposit the money. They will give the acknowledgement to you. This whole operation, we are calling it as a transaction. Now, after completion of the transaction, what is the next step they are going to take care? Can they able to remember all the transactions within the brain, their brain?
Data entry.
Obviously, no. What they need to do here? They need to store every transaction. What they need to do here? Whatever the transactions are happening in that department, they are going to store every transaction because they cannot able to remember all the transactions within their brain. That is the reason every department, after completion of the transaction, they are going to store each and every transaction. But again, the question, where they are going to store the transactions?
Database.
They can store it in either text file format, or they can able to store it in JSON file format, or they can able to store it in XML file format, or they can able to store it in database tabular format. In any one of the format, they can able to store the data. For example, savings department, they are storing all the transactions in text file. Loans department, JSON file. Credit card department, XML file. Demat department, they are storing all the transactions in the database table. Now, for example, from the savings department, they are having 2 crore transactions. Loans department, 5 crore transaction. Credit card department, 10 crore transaction. Demat department, for example, 20 crore transaction. Like that, we are having different amount of transactions from every department. Now you tell me, if I am asking the question, what is the total turnover here now? What is my total turnover? We need to do sum of 2 crore plus 5 crore plus 10 crore plus 20 crore. With that, we can able to say that my total turnover is nothing but 37 crore. That is the statement we can able to pass. By considering all the department transaction, we can able to say that my total turnover is nothing but 37 crore. But if you want to do this kind, if you want to get this kind of total turnover, indirectly what we have to do here? we need to do summing operation between what? Text file plus JSON file plus XML file plus database table. Will you agree or not? If you want to get this kind of total turnover, we need to do this kind of summing operation or addition operation, from where we can able to get all this transaction data from the text file or JSON file or XML file from the database table. In between all these formats of the data, we need to perform the summing operation. But you tell me, is it possible to do summing operation between different formats of the data? Is it possible? Yes or no? Is it possible to perform summing operation between text file, JSON file, XML file and database table directly?
No, we have to change the
Obviously,
format.
we can say that answer is no. Directly, we cannot able to perform the summing operation. Now you tell me, without doing the summing operation, can we get the total turnover?
No.
Obviously, no. Without getting the total turnover, can we able to perform the analysis?
No.
Obviously, no. Without doing analysis, can we able to take the decision?
No.
Obviously, no. Here I can say that indirectly. Here, because of you are getting the data in the different format, you are unable to perform the summing operation. Because of that reason, you cannot able to get the total turnover. Because of that reason, you cannot able to perform your analysis. Because of that reason, we cannot able to take the decisions. But if you see here, what is our primary requirement? I want to take the decision as part of this business process, but you are in the position, you are unable to take the decision. What is the reason here? Simply we can able to say that reason is we are getting all the data in different formats, or we can able to say that we are getting all the data in the unorganized format, or we can able to say that we are getting all the data in non-meaningful format, because some transactions in the text file, some transactions in the JSON file, that indirectly we can able to call unorganized format, or we can able to call it as a non-meaningful format. Now you tell me, whenever we are getting all the content in unorganized format or in the non-meaningful format, that kind of content, what we can able to call indirectly? As
Unstructured
per our
data.
previous definition,
Raw material.
is we can able to call it as nothing but raw material, or we can able to call it as a data.
Ana-
What is the definition of data? You are getting all the content in the unorganized format or in the non-meaningful format. Indirectly, we can able to say that from all these departments, whatever the content we are getting, that content what we can able to call, that we can able to call it as nothing but our data, because here we are getting all the content in the different format or in the unorganized format or in the non-meaningful format. That is the reason all this kind of content we can able to call it as a data. But you tell me, to achieve our requirement, what we need to do now? What is happening? Because of getting the data in the different format, you are unable to perform all these operations. But if you want to achieve the requirement, what operation we need to take care?
Yeah, you have to convert the data in one format.
We can say that indirectly, we need to convert unorganized data into
Structured
Organized
format.
organized format, or we can able to call unstructured data into structured format, or we can call it as non-meaningful format data into the meaningful format. If you can able to convert your unorganized data into organized format, with that what will happen? Automatically you can able to handle requirement, you can able to take care of your operation. Now which means nothing but, for example, I am going to convert savings.txt file into savings table, and I am going to convert loans.json file into loans table, and I am going to convert my credit card.xml file into credit card table. And also coming to DMAT, whatever the DMAT table we are having, we are going to maintain the data in the tabular format only. Indirectly, if you notice, we are converting text file to table, JSON to table, XML file to table, table to table. Now we are having all the data in the tabular format. Now you tell me, once we can able to have all the data in the tabular format, then can we able to perform the summing operation or not? Savings table and
Yes.
loans table
Yes.
and credit card department table and demat table. Now you are having all the data in the tabular format. Now can we able to perform the summing operation between all these tables? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously yes. But how
We
it is
can.
possible? By writing SQL queries. By writing SQL queries in between all these tables, we can able to perform summing operation. Once we can able to perform the summing operation, with that what we can able to get? We can able to get total turnover. Once we can able to get the total turnover, can we able to perform our analysis or not? Obviously yes. Once we can able to perform the analysis with that, we can able to take our decision indirectly. Once you are converting unorganized data into the organized format, with that what is going to happen? You are able to achieve the requirement. Here we can able to say the reason is because of getting data in organized format or in meaningful format, we are able to achieve our requirement. Now you tell me, whenever we are getting our data in the organized format or in the meaningful format, such kind of data what we can able to call? If you are getting data in the organized format or in the meaningful format, such kind of data what we can able to call? It's nothing but information. Some time back we discussed about this statement. Whenever we are getting data in the organized format or in the meaningful format, such kind of data simply we can able to call it as nothing but our information. This is the way, by using this real-time example, we can able to understand what is the data and what is our information. Now, if you notice in this entire example, you tell me where we are having the data, where we are having the information. In this entire example, whatever we are discussing from last to 10 to 15 minutes, here where we are having the data, where we are having the information.
In files, we are having the data, and the
Very
table
good.
form we are
In
having
all
information.
these files, we are having the data. In the tables, indirectly, we can able to say that we are having the information, which is nothing but you are getting our unorganized content or we are getting our unorganized data. On top of that, we are converting unorganized data into our organized format. With that, what is going to happen? You can able to perform your analysis and we can able to take our decision. Now, here I want to give the summary whatever we discussed in last 15 minutes. If you want me to give the summary, we can say like this. Here we can say that collection of data from different sources. Here you tell me from which sources we are collecting the data in our example. Collection of data from different sources. From which sources we are collecting the data?
JSON, TXT, XML.
Savings department, loans department, credit card department, demat department. From all these formats, we are collecting the data. First step, collection of data from different types of the sources. Then what we are doing? Then we are converting unorganized data into organized format. Will you agree or not? Collecting the data from different types of the sources. Then we are converting unorganized data into our organized format. Why we are converting unorganized data to organized format? For the purpose of
Summation.
what reason? For the purpose of doing our analysis. If you see here, once we are converting all the data into the single format, with that you can able to get the total turnover. With that, what we are doing? You are performing our analytical activities. We are performing for the purpose of doing our analysis. We are converting unorganized data into our organized format. But why we need to perform the analysis?
To take the
What's the reason? To take the decision. That's it. This is the summary what we can able to say from last to 10 to 15 minutes, whatever this whole real-time example we are discussing. For that, we can able to give this kind of summary. We can say that in this whole example, we are collecting the data from different sources. We are converting our unorganized data into our organized format for the purpose of doing our analysis to take the decision. Now, this entire process we can able to call it as data warehousing process. Whatever the summary we are giving or whatever the process we are discussing, this whole process, what we can able to call, this is the naming convention we can able to pass. This we can able to call it as nothing but data warehousing process, or we can able to call it as nothing but data warehouse. If anyone is going to ask the question, what is the data warehouse? Simply what we can able to say, data warehouse is nothing but collection of data from different sources, and we are converting our unorganized data into our organized format for the purpose of doing our analysis to take the decision. This whole process we can able to call it as nothing but our data warehousing process. Okay, and one more important thing, if you notice here, in this data warehousing process, what activities we are
There
going
is
to
a
take care.
background voice. I don't know, is it?
Any disturbance for other people? I think there is no background noise.
No.
Yes, it's only for me, I guess.
Yeah, I think might be you can disconnect and connect. Might be that I think your problem will resolve. Okay, and coming back here. So what I'm asking, in this entire data warehousing process, what all are different activities we have to take care? Any guesses here?
ETL process.
ETL, but instead of saying directly ETL, we can able to select this. If you see here, this is our data warehousing process. What is the first step we are doing?
Extract.
Collection of the data,
Collection.
or we can able to call it as nothing but extraction of the data. We can call it as a collection of the data, or we can able to call it as a extraction of the data, that we can able to call it as nothing but E for extraction. After that, next what we are doing? We are transforming, or we are converting our unorganized data into our organized format. That operation we can able to call it as a T for transformation, transforming the data from unorganized format to organized format. That we can able to call it as transformation, which is nothing but T. After that, what we are doing? We are going to perform our data loading operation, that we can able to call it as nothing but L. Indirectly, in this data warehousing process, you are collecting the data, you are transforming the data, you are loading the data. That indirectly we can able to call it as nothing but we are going to perform our ETL operations. As part of our data warehousing process, we are going to perform our ETL operation. Now, immediately next question, we need to understand how we can able to perform these ETL operations. Just now we discussed about if you want to perform your data warehousing process, what operations we need to perform. For that, we are given the statement, we need to perform our ETL operation. But here now question is, how we can able to perform these ETL operations? Any guesses?
By using some ETL tools.
Cloud platform.
We can see we are having multiple options. Option one, we can able to say that by using ETL tools which are available in the market. So in market, we are having Informatica as a ETL tool. We are having Data Stage as a ETL tool, Ab initio as a ETL tool, SSIS is a ETL tool. Like this, we are having different ETL tools in the market. By using any one of these ETL tools, what we can do here, we can able to perform your ETL operations by depending on our requirement. But what is the problem with these tools here is, first one, we can able to say that these ETL tools cannot able to handle huge amounts of data. Second thing, we can able to say that these ETL tools cannot able to handle unstructured data. And for all these ETL tools, we need to take license by paying money. So we have to pay huge amount of money. With that, we have to take the license. With that only, we can able to use all these kind of our ETL tools which are available in the market. Now, to handle all these kind of problems, now tell me, in real time at present, we are dealing with very huge amounts of data, or we are dealing with the small amounts of data in the real time?
Huge amount of data.
Obviously, very huge volumes of data because of digitalization, the social media, because of the IoT, because of the sensors, whatever the reason, we are dealing with our huge amounts of data in the market. But if you want to deal such kind of huge amounts of data, we cannot able to use our regular ETL tool. For the purpose of overcoming all these kind of issues, we are having other option. Option 2, which is nothing but by using Hadoop stack, or we can call it as by using Hadoop framework. With the help of the Hadoop or with the help of the big data, we can able to handle all these kind of issues. Reason is very simple. Here, Hadoop is a kind of open source framework. What is the meaning of open source? Do we need to pay any money? Just we have to download and we need to install. With that, we can able to use the Hadoop framework for the purpose of dealing our ETL operations by depending on our requirement. At the same time here, Hadoop can able to handle huge amounts of data. At the same time, Hadoop can able to handle unstructured data. Those are the kind of advantages we are having as part of our Hadoop stack or as part of our Hadoop framework. But on top of this Hadoop also, there are some kind of problem statement. Problem is nothing but here we need to understand, if you want to use Hadoop, we need to create Hadoop clusters. What we have to do here, we need to create our Hadoop cluster. What is the meaning of cluster? Any idea? Cluster is nothing but group of machines. In the simple words, we can able to say that. What is the meaning of cluster? Cluster is nothing but our group of machines. Now, if you want to create the Hadoop cluster, what we have to do here is to create the cluster. First step, we need to purchase all the machines. Second thing, we need to configure all the machines. In between all the machines, we need to establish communication. For that, we need to configure our network equipment. At the same time, we need to take care of installation of operating system in all the machines. At the same time, we need to take care of installation of our required softwares on all the machines. At the same time, we need to take care of installation of your security patches. We need to take care of installation of your security patches on all the machines. At the same time here, we need to take care of our maintenance activities. Because of any reason, if one machine is not going to work, we need to take care of the maintenance activities here. We need to take care of all such kind of our maintenance activities. Now you tell me, to perform all above activities, will it take less amount of time or more amount of time? Any guesses? To perform all these kind of activities manually, here I can say that to perform all above activities manually, will it take less amount of time or more amount of time?
More amount of time.
Obviously, it is going to take more amount of time for the purpose of dealing all these kind of activities in the manual manner. Now, to overcome all these kind of issues, to overcome all above issues, dash came into the picture. You try to fill this blank. Any guesses? Fill the blank. Very good answer. Here I can say that for the purpose of handling these kind of issues only, cloud came into the picture. Indirectly, here you need to take care of your infra related activity. We need to purchase the machine. We need to configure the machine. We need to purchase the networking equipment. We need to configure the networking equipment. All those activities we can able to call it as a infra related activities. Now, if you want to deal infra related activities in the automated manner, for that what we can do here, we can able to start adopting the cloud. That is the reason cloud came into the picture. Now coming to third option, we can able to say that option 3, by using our cloud services, we can able to handle the ETL operation. Here, if you notice indirectly, by using option 1, by using ETL tool, you can able to perform the ETL operation. Option 2, with the help of the Hadoop stack, we can able to perform the ETL operation. Third option, by using our cloud services also, we can able to perform our ETL operations. Now, for example, if you are going to use the ETL tools, such kind of people, we can able to call it as nothing but indirectly ETL developers. Now, instead of using ETL tools, if you are using the Hadoop stack, Such kind of people indirectly we can able to call it as nothing but data engineers. Now, instead of using the Hadoop stack or instead of using the ETL tool, if you are using the cloud services for the purpose of doing our ETL operations, such kind of people, what we can able to call it as nothing but cloud data engineers. Indirectly, all these three are three different types of the roles we can able to say from the real-time perspective: ETL developers, data engineers, and cloud data engineer. But you tell me, out of all these three different roles, what is the commonality?
ETL.
See here, either ETL developer or data engineers or cloud data engineer. All these three people are performing what activities? All they're performing same ETL operation by using either ETL tool, by using Hadoop stack, or by using our cloud services. All these three people are going to perform the same ETL operation. That is the reason here. If you notice, what is my skill set? I worked as a ETL developer. I worked as a data engineer. I worked as a cloud data engineer. Might be at the beginning when I am giving my introduction, might be some people can able to get the question, sir, why you played these many roles as part of your 19 years of experience? Now simply we can able to say that this is nothing but our technology journey. This we can call technology journey. Initially, we are having ETL tools in the market. After that, Hadoop came to the picture. With that, all the projects are migrated to the Hadoop. After that, cloud came into the picture. With that, all the projects are started migrating to the cloud. Whenever technology is changing in the market, obviously what we have to do here, we need to change our skill set. With that, I worked as a ETL developer. I worked as a data engineer. I worked as a cloud data engineer. But if you ask me, now I can able to say that at present in market, so many companies are migrating to the cloud. What is happening in the market? So many companies are now trying to adopt the cloud, or we can able to say that they are migrating to the cloud, and we can able to say that some of the companies are already migrated to the cloud. And here I can say that in next 3 to 5 years, all companies will migrate to the cloud. Now you tell me, by considering all these three statements, so many companies are in progress to migrate to the cloud. Some of the companies are already migrated to the cloud. In next 3 to 5 years, what is going to happen? Definitely all companies will migrate to the cloud. Now with that, you tell me, what is the demand for cloud engineers in the market? Any guesses? So less demand or huge demand by considering all these three statements?
Huge demand.
Obviously, we can able to say that there is very huge demand for cloud engineers in the market by considering down the line in next 3 to 4 years, 5 years, all the companies will migrate to the cloud. With that consideration, we can able to say that there is very huge demand for cloud engineers in the market. At the same time, now you tell me, day by day in market, the amount of data is increasing or decreasing? Obviously, your data is increasing very fast manner because of our, as I said earlier, because of digitalization, or because of social media, or because of IoT, or because of sensor, because of any all these reasons, your amount of data is increasing very hugely in the market. Now here we can able to say that wherever we are having data, there as a cloud data engineers, we need to take care of data processing activities. Wherever we are having the data, what we have to do here, obviously on top of the data, we need to take care of our data processing activities. Now you tell me, after 5 years or after 3 years, after 3 or 5 years in market, what is going to happen? Still, the amount of data will increase. If amount of data is increasing in the market, obviously what is going to happen? There would be more demand for cloud data engineers in the market. So why I'm giving all this kind of statement here is indirectly for cloud people, there is very huge demand in the market. At the same time, for data engineers also, there is a kind of a very huge demand in the market for cloud people and also for data engineers. For the both the people, next to 3 to 5 years, we can able to see very, very huge demand. Now what we are going to do here is in our classes, we are going to cover cloud plus data engineering concepts. Now you tell me, once you can able to get knowledge on cloud and also once we can able to get knowledge on data engineering perspective, with that what is going to happen for your profile? Cloud data engineer profiles is going to have very, very, very huge demand in the market because only for cloud people are having very huge demand. At the same time, only with the data engineers also people are having the huge demand. But as part of our classes, what we are going to do, we are going to cover cloud concepts and also we are going to cover the data engineering concepts. With that, what is going to happen after completion of the classes, you can able to go for cloud data engineering thing you can able to put on top of your profile. With that, we can able to say that you are going to see very, very huge demand for cloud data engineering profile in the market. And one more important thing I want to say that just I will give it as a note. No need to trust my words. Just what you can do here is just you can Google yourself by using below queries. So just you can search with these kind of queries. First one, what is the next 10 years forecast for cloud usage in the market? You can able to search with this kind of keyword. Otherwise, one more thing, what is the next 5 years forecast for data engineering people? Just you can able to search with this kind of keywords in the Google. With that, you yourself can able to analyze or you yourself can able to say that what is the demand for cloud people, what is the demand for data engineering people in the market. Otherwise, just what you can do here is go to either Naukri or Monster portal, job portals. There you can able to search with cloud engineer or you can search with data engineer or you can able to search with cloud data engineer. There you can able to see how many openings are there. Here, no need to trust any of my words. Just you can do your own analysis. With that, you can understand that what is the demand we are having in the market for cloud data engineering people. Those are the kind of the concepts what we are going to cover as part of our classes. But if you see here from last to 45 to 15 minutes, whatever the topics we are discussing so far, all these are belongs to what? We discussed about what is data. We discussed about what is information and we discussed about what is our data warehouse. We discussed about what is the ETL operation. We discussed about what is the role of ETL developer, what is the role of data engineer, what is the role of the cloud data engineer. Like that, so far we discussed multiple topics, but all these are belongs to technical topics or non-technical topics. All these are belongs to technical or non-technical topics.
Not technically.
All these are belongs to technical topics. So far, whatever we discussed here, what is data, what is information, what is cloud, and we discussed about what is the data engineering activities, what is the ETL activity. All these are indirectly we can able to call it as nothing but our technical topics. Now what we'll do here is next to 20 to 25 minutes, we'll discuss about our non-technical topics. Non-technical in the sense, generally as part of after completion of our demo session, after demo session, most of the people will ask some common questions. What I will do here is first from my side, I will try to give the answers for all generic questions or all common questions. On top of that, still if you are having any other kind of questions, I will try to give the answers for all such kind of questions. First one here, people are asking the question. So who all are eligible for this course? Or people are asking the question like this, sir, I'm having 2 years of gap, or I'm having 5 years of experience in testing. Am I eligible? So like this, I am going to get multiple questions as part of my demo session. Here simply I will give the answer first here. So simply we can able to say that if you are having more than 2 years of gap or more than 2 years of experience, then you are eligible for this course. Because in market, we are having calls for cloud data engineering on 2+ people or 3+ or 4+ or 5+ people. If any one of you are from the freshers, then I can able to say that might be for freshers also, we can able to see the calls, but compared to experienced people, for freshers, we can able to see less number of calls. Here I can add the statement, compared to experienced people, for freshers, we are having less number of calls. But tell me, this is the statement for only cloud data engineering, or this statement is applicable for all the technologies? The statement is, obviously it is applicable for all technologies which are available in the market. Don't think that for data engineering is like this. It's not like that. Whatever the technology you are going to pick as a fresher, for freshers, don't expect you will get more number of calls. But here I can able to say that if you are having more than 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or 15, then obviously I can able to say that you are eligible for this course. Now immediately people can able to get one more question. Sir, I am having 8 years of experience, for example, in testing background. How I can able to change my profile? Very simple. Here I can able to say that once after completion of our classes, what you can do here is you can able to put, for example, 4 years of experience on your old technology, which is nothing but testing, and last 4 years of experience you can able to put it on, obviously, on top of our cloud data engineering side. Like this, you can able to change your profile after completion of the classes. For example, you are having 5 years of experience on the full stack development. Then what you can do here, out of those 5 years, 1 year you can able to put it on the full stack development. Next 4 years of experience, you can able to put it on top of our cloud data engineering side. Like that, you can able to change the profile after completion of the classes. For example, you are having only 2 years of gap or only 2 years of experience. Then what we can do here, complete 2 years of experience, you can able to put it on cloud data engineering side. Or if you are having 3 years of experience only, then you can able to put complete 3 years of experience on the cloud data engineering side. Overall, here I can able to say that here we have to put either 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years of experience on cloud data engineering side after completion of our classes. Now one more question people can able to get. So in these classes, are we going to cover real-time scenarios? So obviously here I can able to say that answer is yes. So reason is very, very simple. Now again, you only tell me, this is the course for freshers or this is the course for experienced people as per my previous statement? This course is for freshers or this course is for the experienced people? Obviously, this is for experienced people. Now you tell me, if the course is for the experienced people, we need to cover the basics or we need to cover the real-time scenarios? Obviously.
Real-time scenario.
Obviously, we have to cover real-time scenarios because after completion of the classes, if you want to put 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years of experience, you need to have knowledge on real-time perspective. That is the reason, obviously, we are going to cover real-time scenarios as part of our classes. For example, if we see the today's session also, how we started? We started with very, very, very basic example. On top of this basic example, what we have done? We taken one real-time example. In the same manner, in our upcoming classes also, what we are going to do here is, we'll start with basics. Then we'll go with advanced topics. Then we'll go with very advanced topics. This is the way we are going to cover all the topics as part of our upcoming classes. We are going to start with the basics to advanced, advanced to very advanced. What is the reason? Because in our classes, we are having IT people, non-IT people. We are having experienced people, non-experienced people. We need to handle all the people as part of our classes. That is the reason we are going to start with the basic level, basic to advanced level, advanced to very advanced level. Like that, we are going to cover all the topics as part of our classes. And one more question people are going to ask like this. So how many projects we are going to cover in our classes? So here I can able to say that we are going to cover two different projects. Both are retail domain projects. So this is one more common question. Sir, how many projects are we going to cover the real-time project? Obviously, we are going to cover two real-time projects as part of our classes. Here, what we are going to do here is, from my side, I am going to provide explanation, plus we are going to do the project in the practical manner, plus from your side, you also need to do hands-on activities on project. We are going to cover the project as part of our classes. I will explain end-to-end project. I will show you practically how to do the work on the project. Then from your side, you also need to perform the hands-on activity on top of the project. With that only what is going to happen, you can able to get proper knowledge from the real-time projects as part of our classes. And one more thing, people are asking one more question generically like this. During or after completion of the classes, what kind of you are going to provide? This is one more very common question as part of demos. So first one I can able to say that during the classes, as I said already, we are going to cover all the topics from basics to advanced to very advanced. This is the way we are going to cover all the topics as part of our everyday session. At the same time, after everyday session, we will share notes, we will share recordings. For example, if you see here, today, whatever we are covering as part of our classes, I'm typing everything as part of the notes. After completion of the class, what will happen? I will share this entire notes to you. With that, what will happen? You can able to recap all the topics, whatever we discussed in the classes by referring the notes. At the same time, as part of my classes, from your side, no need to take any kind of running notes. Just what you can do here, put your complete focus on the class. No need to take any kind of running notes. Just you can able to put complete focus on the class, whatever we are discussing. With that, you can able to get perfect knowledge on whatever we are discussing as part of our classes. For that reason, we are given the notes after completion of our each and every session. At the same time, for every session, we are going to provide the recordings also. But if you ask me personally, I can able to say that don't depend on recordings. What is the reason? Better to attend the live session, okay? Because I've given the recordings, don't depend on the recordings. My suggestion, please try to attend everyday live session. With that, you can able to catch up, or you can able to get the answers or clarification within the class only. But because of any personal emergency, because of any medical situation, because of any reason, if you are not going to attend the classes, how you can able to catch it up? By using our recordings, at the same time by using our notes. Every day we are going to share the notes, every day we are going to share the recordings. At the same time, every day we are going to provide assignments. We have to do assignments on the daily basis. With that, what is going to happen? You can able to catch up everything, whatever we are covering as part of our classes. At the same time here, what we are going to do is, we will conduct two mock interviews. One at the middle of the course, and second at the end of the course. So this is the way we are going to conduct two mock interviews. I will take the mock interview, and as part of mock interviews, we are going to discuss about how much you prepared. Based on that, I am going to ask the questions. If you are going to attend the mock interviews, what will happen? You will get experience of our real-time interviews. As part of this mock interview, I will share the feedback, where you are good, where you are not good, where you have to improve. All such kind of feedback I am going to share as part of the mock interviews. With that, what will happen? After completion of the classes, easily you can able to go for our real-time interviews. For that reason, we are conducting two mock interviews as part of our whole classes. One is at middle of the course, and other one is at the end of the course. And one more important thing, we will share sample resumes, and also we are going to share interview questions, or we are calling it as a interview kit. Don't worry about all this kind of thing. Definitely we are going to share sample resumes. We are going to conduct one session how we need to prepare the resume or resume preparation classes. On top of that, we are going to provide the interview kit also. Most of our students are attending interviews and they are getting the jobs. Whatever the questions they are facing as part of the interview process, they are going to share all those interview questions. With that, we are preparing our interview kit. That interview kit we are going to share. Like that, we are providing all this kind of support as part of the classes or after completion of the classes. We are providing all this kind of our support. And one more important thing people are asking like this: how much package we can expect on cloud data engineering side? So here simply I can able to give the statement like this: in last 6 months, around 70 to 75 members got job on cloud data engineering side from our institute. Okay, here I can say that most of these people are keeping 3 to 5 years of experience. On an average, I'm saying that they are keeping 3 to 5 years of experience, and here these people got around 14 to 10 lakhs as a package. And there it's a kind of a on and average. Don't think that all the people got the 18 lakhs. It's not like that. On and average, I can able to say that 14 to 18 lakhs as a package these people are getting by putting only 3 to 5 years of experience. With that, you can able to calculate how much packages you can able to get based on your experience. For example, if you are having 10 years of experience, obviously you can able to get more package. If you are having 5 years of experience, you can able to get some more little bit more package. Like that, you can able to calculate. Here I'm given the realistic figure. In last 6 months, 70 to 75 people got the job on the cloud data engineering side, and out of those people here, most of the people are putting 3 to 5 years of experience. With that, they are getting around 14 to 18 lakhs as a package. And one more important thing here, now in market we are having huge number of calls on cloud data engineering side. What is the reason? Generally in the November and December it's a kind of a freezing time. Now coming to January and February, what is going to happen? Most of the projects are going to get the approval, or most of the clients are going to give the budget. With that, in the February and March, or in the March and April month onwards, we can able to see more number of calls on top of any technology. Same way from the cloud data engineering side also, now we are seeing more number of calls. Next to 3-4 months, it is going to be continue. Once we are having more number of calls, what is going to happen? Easily we can able to crack the interviews. At the same time, easily we can able to get the good packages also. With that consideration, I can able to say that here we can able to get the jobs easily. But see here when I'm calling getting the jobs easily, but here what we can able to say, terms and conditions are apply. What's the terms and conditions? Because of joining the classes only will you able to get the job? Because of joining the Srinivas classes, will you able to get the job? Obviously, no. Don't think like that. Here, what I can able to say here is, from my side, I will give 100% guarantee for technical skills. Whatever is required as a cloud data engineer from the real-time perspective, whatever is required, we are going to cover all those kind of topics, including real-time scenarios and real-time projects as part of our classes. From your side, what you have to do here? From your side, I'm expecting 3 things. One is attend daily classes. Every day you have to attend the classes. Second thing, you need to focus completely on the class, because here is a kind of a online classes. If it is an online class, I cannot able to watch what you people are doing. Don't try to open multiple tabs. One is for YouTube, one is for Facebook, one is for trading. Don't do such kind of activity. Please put your complete focus on the class. At the same time, one more very, very important thing. Every day you have to do the practice, practice, practice. Here I can say that once you can able to perform these 3 activities, automatically what will happen? Easily you can able to get the job. From my side, I will cover all the technical related topic, real-time related topic that I am going to cover anyhow. From your side, please take care of all these 3 things. With that, automatically you can able to get the job by depending on our current situation in the market, because in market, some of the people, when they are uploading the resume, within the day, they are getting 20 to 25 calls. I think 3 weeks back, one of our student uploaded the resume. Within one day, he got around 20 to 25 calls. He messaged me, sir, I'm getting these many number of calls. What I need to do? What he need to do? Obviously, he need to accept all the call and he need to prepare. He need to go for all the interviews automatically. And here simply we can able to say that we are having more number of calls by doing all these 3 activities after completion of the classes. By uploading the resumes, you also can able to get the job. And one more thing here, just 2 weeks back, one of the person kept 8 years of experience and he got around 42 lakhs as a package. By putting 8 years of experience, he got 42 lakhs as a package. But tell me, always is it going to happen for everyone? For everyone, might be it won't happen. But what this person did here is he got one of the job with 30 or 32 lakhs as a package. On top of that, generally we are having 2 to 3 months of notice period. Now by having one offer letter in the hand, he attended other interviews. He got one more offer. Then he started bargaining, or he showed the counter offer. I am already having the offer with 30 lakhs. How much you can able to give? They given around 33 or 34. On top of that, he grabbed the one more offer. There he got 37 lakhs package. After that, he attended one more interview. There he got 40 lakhs. On top of that, he attended one more interview. There he got 42 lakhs. Indirectly here, you need to understand, we are having more number of calls. Because of that reason, he got more number of interview calls. Because of that reason, he cleared more number of interviews. Because of that reason, he increased his offer from 30 lakhs to 42 lakhs. That is possible because we are having more number of calls in the market. From your side also, once we can able to get 100% technical skills, once you can able to perform all these activities, with that what might be happen, easily we can able to get the job by getting very, very good packages. Okay. And one more thing here I want to say that some people are asking the question like this: what is the duration of the classes? So here I can say that our classes duration is 55 to 60 days. And next one, people are asking, what about the timings? So these are the timings of the classes. I can say that first week, we are having the classes from 8:30 to 9:45. After that, all other classes would be from 7:30 to 8:45. Occasionally, I will take classes from 7:50 to 8:30. So these are our class timings. So indirectly I can say that most of our classes are going to happen between 7:30 to 8:45. First 1 week only, we are having the classes from 8:30 to 9:45. After that, all other classes are from 7:30 to 8:45. But sometimes, because I am also real-time employee, sometimes I need to attend some of the meetings. During that time, what will happen? I will take the classes from 7:15 to 8:30. Indirectly I can say that 5 to 6 classes. Otherwise, all other classes we are having between 7:30 to 8:45. This is one more important thing you need to understand. And one more thing people are asking, what all are the topics we are going to cover in our classes? What I'm going to do here is just this one we'll discuss in tomorrow's session. Because to cover this statement, I have to spend 20 to 25 minutes of time. Only for that reason, this question answer we are going to cover as part of tomorrow's session. Indirectly, tomorrow onwards, our regular classes are going to be start. Tomorrow onwards, regular classes. Here, first we'll discuss about what is our course content. With that, you will get clear understanding what topics we are going to cover as part of our classes. With that, we are going to start all our next topic as part of our tomorrow's session. Okay. And one more important thing here I want to say that other than regular classes, we are having internship. As part of this internship, here I can say that you have to spend around 8 hours in institute. Because as part of internship, what they are going to do here is they will guide you to do all activities, and also from real-time perspective, whatever is required, they will take care of all these things. Okay, so here in our classes we are going to cover all these things, but as part of internship what is going to happen, they are going to cover specifically you have to spend around 7 to 8 hours in the institute only, and with that they are going to cover all the required things. For example, if you are a non-IT person, you don't know what is going to happen in the real time, how you need to behave in the real time, how you need to perform the activities in the real time. For such kind of people, if you want to get kind of a real time experience, for those people what they can do here, they can able to join the internship classes. Now here our regular classes are going to be 1 hour 15 minutes. As I said here, 1 hour 15 minutes we are going to have our regular classes. At the same time, on top of that we are conducting internship also. As part of this internship, you have to spend daily 8 hours of time within the institute. There our people are going to teach you how you need to behave in the real time, how you need to perform the activities in the real time. All those kind of things you can able to get as part of our internship program. Okay, and one more thing here, as I said already, all these are very generic questions what I am going to get as part of my demo session. Now other than all these kind of questions, if you are having any other kind of questions, feel free to ask me. Any other questions if you are having, feel free to ask me now.
Yeah, hi sir, Srikar.
Please, yes, Sridhar, please go ahead.
Yeah, I know you mentioned about the course of contents would be covered in the next class, but out of curiosity, I just want to ask about, as this is data engineering course, both SQL and Python would be mandatory to be
Yes.
mastered or would be in the intermediate level. So
Yes.
this course covers both
Yes.
SQL and Python from the scratch, or should we have a prior knowledge for it?
No, we are going to cover all the Python and database. Actually, this is our course curriculum, which we are going to cover tomorrow in detail. But if you see here, as part of this course curriculum, we are going to cover database, and also we are going to cover the Python as part of our classes. Okay. But here, what we are going to do here is, from our side, we are going to provide Python and SQL videos within 1 or 2 days. What we are going to do here, this is the strategy what we are following. So once we are going to join the classes, in within 1 or 2 videos, what we are going to do here, we are going to provide our old Python and SQL videos within 1 or 2 days. Once you are going to join our classes, with that what you have to do here is, every day you need to go through one Python plus one SQL video other than our regular classes. So what is going to happen here? Once we are going to share our Python and SQL videos, with that every day you have to go through one Python video, one SQL video other than our regular classes. This is the activity you need to take care. Now from my side, what I will do here is, after 1 or 2 weeks, we are going to start discussing Python and SQL wherever it is required. After 1 week or 2 weeks, what is going to happen in our classes also, I am going to cover Python and SQL wherever it is required. By that time, if you can able to go through all these videos, what will happen? You can able to catch up easily whatever we are going to cover as part of our upcoming classes. That is the reason we are following this kind of strategy. What we are doing at the beginning only, we are giving Python and SQL video. Every day, if you can able to go through one Python and one SQL video, with that, whenever we are going to cover Python and SQL as part of our classes, with that easily you can able to catch it up. With that, you can able to get perfect knowledge on Python, perfect knowledge on SQL. With that, easily you can able to catch up other topics, whatever we are going to cover as part of our cloud data engineering side. That is the pattern what we are following from the Python and SQL perspective. Is it clear? Or any confusion or question, feel free to ask me.
No, sir, got it. But one last
Sorry, I
question.
missed it. What is the regular timings?
Yeah. Before taking your question, I think previous person is having still another question. Yeah, can you please complete your question, Srikar?
Yes, sorry. Yeah. So I'm currently working as an Informatica developer. So my question is, earlier I was a Tableau developer for 3-4 years. My total experience is 9 years.
Okay.
But whatever the tasks I did till now, that is just a project oriented. Like I did it in task oriented perspective only, not any logic oriented one. So I didn't follow any logics. Most of them are migration projects. So I've done a lift and shift process only.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting some kind of to know the science behind it. If for any task that we are doing, see, for example, if we are doing any editing or something, editing is not nothing but just adding all the clips and all, doing something like 1 minute video for it. We need to get out some meaning out of it, right? Just I want to gain a knowledge of how we can do a practice to get some insights out of it. This is what my expectation. I'm unable to get a good approach out of getting things done. That is my problem actually. That is the only reason I joined the course.
Yeah, that is what only we are going to cover as part of the classes also. So what we are going to do here is we are going to start with the basics. From basics, we are going to cover advanced. From advanced, we are going to cover very advanced. In this journey, what we are going to do, we are going to understand why we need to do that activity, how we need to do that activity, and what all are the approaches we can able to follow for the purpose of dealing such kind of requirement. When we are discussing about our real-time project also, we are trying to understand what is the requirement, why we need to do that requirement, what is the purpose of that requirement, what is the business logic of that requirement. First we'll try to understand all such kind of thing. Once we can able to understand all such kind of details, then we are going to do the activities in the practical manner. Indirectly, whatever you are expecting, same thing kind of thing we are going to cover as part of our classes in our upcoming classes.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, some other person is asking what would be the timings of the class. I think Suresh is asking that. So here I mentioned that. So these are the timings of the classes. First 1 week only we are having the classes from 8:30 to 9:45. But all other classes we are having from 7:30 to 8:45. Very occasionally I will take the classes between 7:15 to 8:30 because sometimes in my office I am having some early meeting. In such kind of days I will take the classes from 7:15 to 8:30. Otherwise most of our classes would be 7:30 to 8:45. Only for first 1 week we are having the classes from 8:30 to 9:45. Okay, any other questions?
Sir,
Hi, sir.
Yeah, we'll go one by one. I think first Nalini is asking some question. Yeah, please Nalini, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sir. Can you give me some reference books so that it will help while listening class and going with that book?
I can say that books are not at all required. Whatever we are discussing in the classes, that is more than enough. At the same time, as part of our classes, I am going to share some materials also. You can go through those materials. With that, easily you can able to catch up whatever we are discussing as part of our classes. That is more than sufficient.
Okay.
I will give the notes. I will give some handouts, or we are calling it as a material, just to go through these two things. With that, you can able to catch it up everything, whatever we are covering in the classes.
Okay.
Any other questions, other people?
Sir, I have one question. Like,
Yeah, no, we'll go one by one. Arvind, first you can complete your question, then I will come to Vaibhav. Arvind, please go ahead. Arvind, please go ahead. Okay. Yeah, Vaibhav, you can go ahead with your question.
Hello, excuse me. Hello.
Yeah, Arvind, please go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead, Arvind.
The classes will be on Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday, sir?
Okay, well, very good question. I forgot to cover this one. So here I can say that every week we'll have 6 days of the classes. Okay, and indirectly you will have one holiday that might be either Wednesday or Sunday. This is the plan. Either Wednesday or Sunday, we are going to give the holiday, but all this kind of communication you are going to get in the Telegram group. Once you are going to enroll your name, we are going to add you into the Telegram group. So every day, whatever, if I'm going to give the holiday on Wednesday, you will get that notification on Tuesday evening. If I'm going to give the holiday on Sunday, you will get that notification on Saturday evening. Indirectly, we can able to say that every week we are having the classes for 6 days. One day would be holiday. That might be either Wednesday or Sunday. Any other questions?
So, like you said that SQL and Python will be mandatory now, sir. Like,
Yes,
is
sir.
this basic level is important, or they will ask us as an advanced level?
I can say it's intermediate level is important. Not
Because
basic, not very basic, not very high level. So we need to have knowledge done up to intermediate level.
Yeah, in some interviews they will be asking us like a scenario based. So that
Yeah,
is
those
my
scenarios also we are going to, that's the reason I'm saying that. So whatever the videos we are going to share in these videos, you can able to see the basic topic and advanced topic, and also we can able to see the scenario based questions. At the same time, in my classes, whatever I'm going to cover, there also we are going to cover the scenario based questions, because again I'm saying that this is for freshers course or this is for the experienced people. Again, I'm repeating that this is purely for experienced people. If you are going as an experienced person, we need to have the basic knowledge or we need to have the scenario based knowledge. Obviously, scenario based knowledge for the reason whatever the videos we are going to provide or whatever the topics we are going to cover in the classes, there definitely we are going to cover the scenario based things only. But tell me, if you want to understand scenario based topic, what is the prerequisite? First, we need to understand basics. Without knowing the basics, directly can we able to understand the scenario based questions? Obviously, no. For that reason, we are going to start with the basics to advanced. With that, we are going to cover our scenario-based questions also, or scenario-based activities also as part of our classes. That is the way we are going to cover all the things as part of our classes.
Thank you.
So any practice material for this SQL and Python will be provided?
Yeah, in the videos only, whatever the videos we are going to share, there only you can able to see all the practice and everything also. At the same time, whatever the materials we are going to provide, in those materials only you can able to see all the practicals and everything. At the same time, we are going to give the kind of a daily assignment. With that also you can able to perform the practice.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions, other people?
Sir, if we have any doubts, do we need to reach through email or?
No, actually in classes you can able to ask the question. At the same time, every day we are conducting practice sessions. Okay, if you have any questions or if you have any doubts or if you are facing any kind of errors as part of doing the practice, you can join this online practice section. So there we are having our lab assistants. They are going to provide all the support to you because of any. So actually, every day if you want to attend practice session or not, that's your choice. But because of any reason for any topic, if you're having confusions or if you're getting any kind of errors as part of doing the practice, then you can join this online practical session. There we are having our lab assistants. They are going to provide all the support to you to clear all your questions as part of these practice sessions. And these practice sessions every day we are having 1 hour 30 minutes.
As part of the SQL, which one you are covering? MySQL or PostgreSQL?
MySQL. Here actually in the classes we are going to cover the MySQL, but same SQL topics we are going to cover on top of our course curriculum. For example, here in the GCP we are going to cover GCP Cloud BigQuery service. In the BigQuery service, SQL is mandatory. In the Cloud SQL service, SQL is mandatory. At the same time, as part of Dataproc, we are going to discuss about the Spark. As part of Spark again, SQL is mandatory. Indirectly, first we are going to understand SQL on top of the MySQL. Once you can able to get that knowledge, what we are going to do here, that SQL knowledge we are applying on top of your Cloud SQL service, Cloud BigQuery service, Cloud Dataproc service, and from the Spark perspective, we are going to learn about the SQL. Indirectly, same topic, same queries, we are going to perform in different services by performing different scenario-based related activities. But for your question, simple answer, we are covering SQL by using MySQL, but same SQL topics we are going to cover on top of different services as part of our course curriculum.
Got it. And what about, is there anything, because mostly we are moving into AI. So is there anything we are relevant with GCP Cloud integrated with the GenAI, like Vertex AI and something like that?
No, as part of our classes, we are not going to cover the Vertex AI and GenAI, because if you want to cover those topics, what is the prerequisite required? You need to have some knowledge on.
Yeah, I do understand. We need to have another machine learning, everything and all.
Yeah, correct.
Apart from that, only integrating kind of a thing, like giving a prompt and something like that.
No, those things is not required as part of our data engineering side. For that reason, we are not covering those things.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't require in terms.
It's not required. Yes, correct.
Yep. Okay. And what about, I set up already GCP, but free trial has been completed. Can I able to create one more, because it's not?
Yeah, you can create one more. No, you can create one more. Actually, thing is, you need to have one more Gmail ID and you need to have one more credit card or debit card. One Gmail ID, one credit card only for one GCP free trial account. If you want to create one more free trial account, you have to use separate Gmail ID. You have to use separate credit card or debit card, which should contain the international transaction access, and your card should be either Visa card or Master card. With that, you can able to create one more account, because in our upcoming classes also we are going to discuss about our GCP account setup.
Last change never sir. Call.
Can you please go on mute if you are not talking? Suresh, can you please go on mute?
Continue. Hello.
Okay, I think some people are asking the question, they're not listening to the answers. Okay, that's fine. The other people, if you have any other questions, feel free to continue.
I have one question related to GCP.
Yeah, please, Arman, please go ahead.
Yeah, sometime we are not able to set up GCP some regarding of some security issues. It's not able to set up the GCP trial. So it is provided by institute as a from your side.
No. We can able to create the GCP free trial account, because so far we have 54 batches. In all the previous batches, so we are able to successfully creating the GCP free trial account. You also can able to create. We have to follow some kind of important steps. By following those important steps, we can able to create the free trial account. So with that, you yourself can able to create your account. With that, you yourself can able to perform your practice. No need to depend anything on top of the institute perspective here.
But recently I tried to set up, but that one takes more time to verify.
No. See, I can say that within 5 to 10 minutes, we can able to create our GCP free trial account if we can able to follow all the steps properly. Might be you have to perform the steps properly. Because of that reason, might be you are unable to creating your account. I will tell you, after 3-4 days, we are going to create anyhow our GCP free trial account. At that time, we are going to cover what all are the steps we have to follow, what all are the precautions we have to take care as part of creation of the account. If you can able to follow all such kind of things, with that, without having any issues, easily we can able to create our free trial account, and also we can able to perform the required setup as part of our system or laptop. With that, easily you can able to perform the practice. Don't worry about that. I will take care of that.
Okay, it will help on live, right? If any issue, if we face any issue to set up.
Yeah. So that's the thing I said, right? So if you are facing any kind of issues, we are conducting our practice sessions on the daily basis. You can join that practice session there. Our lab assistant or our people are going to provide the support to you.
Because I faced some issues while creating some. It takes more time to verify, and later it is not coming. It's showing only is still verifying. That's why I'm asking.
Now, if you are getting still verifying, that won't complete after 24 hours, after 2 months also. Indirectly, that account is not created properly. You have to use different mail ID. Again, you have to use different card. With that, you have to create a separate account.
This credit card is mandatory, or you can throw UPI
credit or debit card. Credit or debit card, we should have international transaction access. And your card should be either MasterCard or Visa card.
Okay, international access we need to do in the app, sir, or we need to visit bank?
In the app, either in the internet banking or through the app, you can enable it. For example, you are having the HDFC card. We have to enable that by using your HDFC net banking or by using our HDFC app. So we are having the apps also, right? So by using any one of these two things, you can able to enable your international transaction access.
Okay. And another one you said regarding internship. So you said for 8 hours should be available. So as a working professional, it's not possible to do in 8 hours.
Yeah, for working professional, it's not required. See, for whom it is mandatory, this is for non-experienced people. If you're a working professional, already you know in the real time how you are going to perform the activities, what activities you need to take care, and what is the process we have to follow in the real time. Everything you know. Actually, this internship is purely for non-experienced people or non-IT people. It's up to your choice. If you want to join, maybe you can join by adjusting your timings. But this is purely for non-IT people and non-experienced people to get understanding of how we are going to perform the activities as part of our real time.
It's not a mandatory to all.
It's not mandatory to all. It's up to your choice.
Okay. Regarding hands-on practice, it is being conducted projects or not?
It will be both. So, for example, if you are discussing individual topics, you have to do the practice on the individual topics. When we are going to discuss about the project, on top of the project perspective, also you have to do the practice. Both are mandatory. Both we are going to cover. because directly we cannot able to discuss the project without having knowledge of these services. Directly we cannot able to start with the project. For that reason, first we are going to start with our individual topics. While discussing individual topics, you need to do the practice on individual topics, and with that we are going to discuss about the project. Then on top of the project, again you have to perform the practice by using all the topics whatever we covered as part of our classes. It's like that.
In data engineering, regarding GCP data engineering, it is PySpark we will cover, right? PySpark
Yes.
and Databricks.
Yeah, we are going to cover. So the thing I mentioned that tomorrow we are going to discuss about what all are the things we are going to cover in a very, very detailed manner. And for your question, for now I can say that we are going to cover the PySpark also as part of our classes.
So our regular classes is from tomorrow. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yes, correct. Tomorrow,
Okay.
first we are going to discuss about this kind of information, what we are going to cover as part of our classes. With that, we are going to start with our classes.
Are we getting support after you if any stuck at any in it at the time? We need
After
to
the classes,
we need to wait for you for in training class, or you can connect anybody support. Is that like
that's the thing I'm saying. So we are connecting the practice session. In that practice session, our lab assistants can able to provide the support to you. If you are facing any kind of issues or any kind of questions or any errors as part of setup, so we are connecting the practice session. There, our lab assistants will be available. They can able to provide all the kind of support to you wherever you are facing any kind of issues at any point of time.
it's part of the class or it's separate session?
It's separate session. That's the thing I mentioned, right? So we are conducting practical sessions separately.
Okay. It is week
So
basis or
is GCP having equal opportunities with AWS and Azure?
Yeah. So in all the platforms, we are having the same number of openings, but thing is nothing but compared to AWS and Azure, I can able to say that for GCP, you can able to see the less competition. Because in the market, we are having so many people who is having knowledge on AWS and who is having knowledge on Azure. So here, you in the AWS and Azure, you will see the huge competition. Whereas coming to GCP, you will see the less competition. With that, what is going to happen? Getting the job will become very, very easy. But same trend will continue for all the years. It's not like that. Only for next 1 or 2 years, this trend might be will continue, because in next 1 or 2 years, what will happen on the GCP also, we can able to see so many people in the market. With that, on the GCP also, we can able to see the competition after 1 or 2 years. But at present in the market, we are having very less people on the GCP perspective. Because of that reason, number of calls are same between Azure and GCP and AWS. But competition perspective, we can able to say that less competition in the market on top of the GCP. With that, people are getting the jobs very easily.
Oh.
Yeah. Any other questions, other people?
Sir, as you said, the classes will be on Monday to Saturday, right?
Yes, correct.
And in between, you're saying that you will take the off on Wednesday. So if you are conducting the classes on Sunday, so the timings are same, or it might be
same
evening,
timings.
afternoon?
No, same timings. No evening classes. Mostly our classes will fall into any one of these 3 timings only. I can say these 2 timings only.
Classes are morning or evening?
Morning.
Okay, morning is good.
Okay, for your clarity, I will put that. All classes in the morning time only, no evening classes.
And one more question, sir. Will it take 60 days or more? Because
It's a 55 to 60. Mostly it will complete by 55 to 60. You can add it as a plus or minus 5.
Okay.
Mostly it will complete within the timelines only, okay? But might be, for example, in that month, if we have any holidays or public holidays, in that situation, what will happen? Might be it will add as a plus 1 or 2 days. You can consider as a plus or minus 5 days, something like that. You can able to plan. But most probably in 55 to 60 days, we are completing all the topics.
Hello.
And recordings going to expire for 6 months, sir, or 1 year? Like
I think it's 1 year, but when you are having discussion with our admin team, just you can check with them. As per my knowledge, it's a 1 year. Just you can cross check with the admin team. They can give the correct information.
Sure.
Sir, for last question, 1 year, what is that?
That videos access, whatever the recordings we are going to provide, how many number of days it is going to be accessed. So for that, he's asking 6 months or 1 year. As per my knowledge, it's a 1 year. But just to when you are talking with the Triveni, he's the admin person. So you can get the confirmation that might be 1 year or 6 months. She will give the confirmation to you.
Okay. After finishing the classes, 60 days, can we get support for interview or practice sessions when you are preparing interview?
Yeah, practice sessions you will get the support for the interviews. If it is a kind of a proxy support we are not doing. But if it is a kind of a normal support, you can able to join the practice session. There you can get any kind of support, but we are not supporting for any kind of proxy interviews.
Yeah, that's understood. That's only we are preparing the interviews. If any facing any to understand the topics, they can connect, right?
Yeah, we can understand the same thing. So this practice session will happen for 4 to 5 months per batch continuously. Whenever you are facing any kind of issues, you can join this practice session. There you can able to get any kind of support. So our classes for 2 months, okay, but practice sessions you can get for the 3 to 4 months or 4 to 5 months also. At any point of time, if you face any kind of issues or any kind of questions, feel free to join the practice session. There you can able to get any kind of support.
So practice session will be part when we complete the course, or
No, during the classes only. So during the classes,
so
so
what
even
will be the
our
timing? What will be the timing for this practice session?
8 p.m. to 9 p.m. evening time, because actually earlier we are conducting it as a 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. But some of the real time people are raised the concern saying that so because of their office timings they are unable to join the 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. That is the reason we are conducting the practice sessions from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. evening time.
One more question. If you want to go for certification for GCP, so do you provide a support or any content or any vouchers like that?
The voucher side we are not providing anything, but whatever the material is required, whatever the URLs or whatever the pages you need to refer, that kind of info we are going to provide.
Okay.
Sir, as you said that do we need practice, right? So practice sessions, just we need to take our laptop, or in their institute, do they have the laptops? Computers.
Coming to practice session, see, if you want to do the practice, you need to have your own laptop. In your laptop, after 3-4 days, what we are going to do, we are going to create our GCP free trial account. Once we are going to create our GCP free trial account, by using that GCP free trial account, you can able to perform all your practice indirectly. So here I will tell like this. These are the prerequisites to do your practice in our upcoming classes. First one, you need to have your laptop. Your laptop configuration should be greater than or equal to 4 GB RAM, and hard disk should be greater than or equal to 100 GB hard disk. This is one prerequisite, obviously. Second thing, we need to create our GCP free trial account. But if you want to create the GCP free trial account to do our practice, what's the prerequisite here is we need to have a Gmail ID. Hopefully, everyone of you are having Gmail IDs. On top of that, you need to have credit card or debit card, which should have international transaction access. And your card should be either MasterCard or Visa card. So if you are having this kind of prerequisite, with that what we are going to do here, simply we are going to create our GCP free trial account. After 3-4 days of our classes, we are going to create our GCP free trial account. With that, by using the GCP free trial account, you can able to perform all the practicals, whatever we are going to cover in the classes. And indirectly, if you are going to attend the practice session with your laptop only, you are going to attend the practice session. There, if you are facing any kind of issues, there our lab assistants are going to provide the support to you. Is it clear? Or any questions still?
So, as you said, if we found any issues, do we need to take our laptop into the institute, or they will assist through Zoom?
Through Zoom only. That's the thing I mentioned, right? So it's a kind of a online practical session. So through the Zoom only, you can able to get the assistance from the lab assistant. For example, if there is any possibility, you can able to come to the institute. Definitely, you can come to the institute, because in the institute, face to face, you can able to get all the support. Otherwise, whatever the practice sessions we are conducting, all these are kind of your online practice sessions only. If you want, you can join through the Zoom. Otherwise, if you want, you can come to directly institute. In the institute, directly you can able to have a face to face discussion with our lab assistants by depending on your convenience. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I hope everyone is clear.
And
so,
majorly, if you look in comparison between the AWS, Azure, and GCP, I do understand. When you have competitor, it is very less compared to GCP, and we have a lot of requirement. In terms of technologies, like which technology they are looking into most, like a BigQuery or any other thing.
No. Actually, if you see here, these are all the services which are available in the GCP. For example, here we are having the BigQuery in the GCP. Okay, but if you go to the AWS, we are having the similar kind of service that we are calling it as a Redshift. And if you are going to the Azure, there we are having the similar kind of service that we are calling it as a Synopsis. Indirectly, in all the cloud platforms, we are having the similar kind of the services, but in different cloud platforms, we are having the different naming conventions.
Okay. So I heard like even the BigQuery has a lot of the services, which I mean most of the thing will be done with the BigQuery only, like ETL
Yes,
kind
correct.
of a thing.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct. Indirectly, with that only you only think that. So on top of which one we are having the more demand in the market at present. So actually, this BigQuery service we are using for our data warehouse building. So as part of building the data warehouse system, we can able to use our BigQuery service on top of the GCP. Nowadays, in most of the companies or most of the projects, they are using the BigQuery service from the GCP perspective. For example, if they are using the AWS as a cloud platform, then which service they are going to use? They are going to use the Redshift. But if they are using the GCP, in most of the projects, people are using the BigQuery as a kind of a service to build their data warehouse system. And if you are having the question, why GCP, why we are covering GCP as part of our classes, that also we are going to cover as part of our tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we are going to cover what is our course curriculum. At the same time, we are going to cover why GCP, why we are selecting GCP as part of our classes. That is the one more topic what we are going to cover as part of our tomorrow's session.
Sir, actually, okay, last question only.
Yeah, please go ahead.
సో 15 years అంటే బీటెక్ తర్వాత 15 years గ్యాప్ ఉంది, వాళ్ళు జీసీపీ కోర్స్ తీసుకోవడానికి ఎలిజిబుల్ అవుతారా? ఐ మీన్ ఆఫ్టర్ బీటెక్.
Yeah, here I can say like this: if you are having the 15 years of gap, entering into IT industry, I can say that second half 50% chances would be there. Don't think that 100% I will get the job. It's not like that, because you are not a kind of a 5 years of experience or 4 years of experience. I can say that you are having total 15 years of gap. Indirectly, you are having more years of gap, and you have to put more years of experience. By considering these many years of gap, I can able to say that you are going to have only 50% of the chances. If you want to check your luck, you can able to try for one time to enter into the IT industry. I am not going to say 100% chances will be there. Frankly, you can have only 50% chances. If you want to try, you can try one time to enter into the IT industry by learning the topics.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other last questions? Okay, if no question, that's all for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you all.